Trying to work out which one's the left and right hand, but there you go. It's different on the screen. Hi guys, welcome. I am Bugsy Boy. Yeah, trade descriptions, don't worry about it. I've been a Bugsy Boy for a good many years and I'm not going to change now. I'm Peter Pan at heart. Welcome to a Tuesday night. We are back for Tabletop RPG Online. Tabletop RPG Online. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Last week we had nothing because unfortunately I had severe tonsillitis, could hardly talk, could hardly breathe for that matter. Not that I'm trying to over dramatize everything, but it wasn't a very good Tuesday, and I started the penicillin tablets that the GP gave me too late. So Tuesday was out of the way. Wednesday was also out of the way. So last week was a bit crazy. But anyway, hopefully you will see a whole load of background pictures, all D&D related. I'm really proud of these. They'll just flash on through and yeah. So what I'm going to do is we're more than likely going to have a little bit of personal information being banded around. But look, you know, your friends, your viewers, you know what we do by now. Okay, so let me take the microphone off of Discord. And what we'll do is we'll get you in onto the game. So hold tight, folks. Hey, how's everyone?
Hey.
I was holding the wrong part. I was on the camera. Good evening. How are we doing?
Oh. Hey, everybody.
Hey, we're doing good.
Hello.
Still on the penicillin, but there you go. A lot better than I was last Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday for that matter. So yes, and for the first time live on stream, people see my face. Yes.
Is that everybody switching the stream off immediately? Is that
That's
the?
It. That's it. My viewer counts, my followers are going down quicker than
very small. I'm in the corner. You're like,
yes,
I'm hiding down here.
Yes, the whole thing is just going awfully wrong. But there you go. But we'll wait and see what happens. So yes, so I've invested in a little bit of technology, which means that I can now actually block out the rest of my dirty, disgusting dining room. It's actually not that dirty and disgusting because it's clean most
It's not
of the
dirty and
time.
disgusting. I've had dinner in there. It's definitely not dirty and disgusting.
But it's more the people walking past, and I can't stop the clunking and the clanging, but I can stop people ogling at my wife because I am hitting above my weight, guys. I am telling you, trophy wife.
Hitting above your weight makes it sound like she's significantly heavier than you, and that is incredibly rude because she very much isn't.
Punching above your weight class. That's what you're looking for.
That's what I was referring to. Yes, thank you very much, Anthony.
Yeah, out
no
of your
problem.
She,
Yeah.
My Mrs. Bugs is definitely out of my league. But don't tell her because she'll get a big.
Out of my league.
And the main thing not to tell her is he does not have life insurance.
No, she knows that I don't. The amount of time she said,
All right.
I'm better off.
So-
She's better off if I was dead. But there you go.
Yeah, I'm actually worth more dead than I am alive. That's a bit of a scary prospect.
It is, isn't it? It's like all the insurances and what have you, and it's just like, yeah. Okay.
Jillian comes up behind me when I'm at the top of the stairs. You know,
Yeah, you
as I'm about to walk down. Like,
Boo.
You kind of take
You know,
a little bit, don't you?
Every cup of coffee suspect. Yep.
Indeed. That's
I
a
make my
very
own.
nice gesture, love. Oh, thank you.
Coffee's a bit bitter.
Isn't it?
Anyway, last time when we met last time, you had made it to the top of the mountain and you'd made it into this strange fortified building that you'd been able to see from a distance. And you discovered that it was some sort of repository for knowledge. precise name for it you've not yet come across, but you investigated the building, and it seemed to be on a single floor. It seemed to have a variety of facilities. And then you found two hidden aspects. One was a vault, which seemed to store, much to Mugsy's chagrin, it only stored scrolls, information, knowledge. And you also discovered a set of stairs going down into what looks like perhaps an area for maintenance. Perhaps there's some living quarters, because there's certainly no living quarters in the building that you found. Perhaps other things. And you just explored a little bit further. Mugsy had gone off on his own around the corner, and then he disappeared. So Garvis, concerned, chased after him, and then something has happened to Garvis, and he has turned and he has attacked Delira. And that is where we open. And it is, in fact, Illyra's go. We will do when I get to the right map anyway.
It's my go. Is it my go?
It is, in fact, your go, yes.
Oh, crap.
Okay, so we've got the map up now. You can see.
I don't know if you want the entire thing clear, but we can see John. Actually, that's fine.
The entire thing clear?
Mugsy was
Well,
here.
I can see myself on the screen, and I think that means everybody else can too.
No, I can't
Which should
see.
also. Oh, that's good. Yay! John's got it set correctly.
I cannot see you at all.
I have got it set correctly, I think.
I can't believe I doubted you for a second. Excellent.
Can you only see yourself, or can you see the room that you are in?
Oh, I can see the room. Don't you worry.
Okay.
So if I pick up my camera and I show it to the no.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Everybody else.
When I preview you, I can't see the room. That's why. That's all I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
So, Illyra, what are you doing?
Okay, so I've just witnessed Garvis
Yeah,
attack Ari, yes?
yeah. Come steaming. He turned, so he walked up to the corridor. He stood. He was looking left and right, and then suddenly his sort of shoulders hunched, and he turned, and with his axe in his hand, he came trying up to Delira, and he just started wailing on her. And everyone's like, "What the hell?"
Blood's flying everywhere. Oh man.
Okay, this is not good. This is not good.
Mm.
Fireball's always good.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna. Oh. I don't
Choke
like
him
those.
out.
I don't like those words at all.
Choke him out.
Okay, I'm gonna cast confusion on him. I think I'm gonna cast confusion on him.
Do you remember what you did last time when he
No.
attacked the party?
I ran away because he was attacking me. I seem to remember. I kept running away. I believe Mugsy cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
That may have been the case. I can't remember exactly.
I think.
Didn't remember that, but okay.
I think the other thing I could try on him is telekinesis.
You
But
don't
it
want to
goes-
get him flying.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure I
you
want to
really
go
don't
up
want
against
to.
strength.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't actually be providing input. I apologize. I'm in another room.
I don't actually mind a little,
Oh, yeah. Little
kind
tittles.
of
Yeah.
inter-player talk. Do you know what I mean? Like players talking
Mhm.
amongst themselves, because sometimes you'll have ideas or bits and pieces. And
Yeah.
the thing is that you might have an insight into some particular talent or skill that a player has got that they're not as familiar with that their character has. And I think sometimes it's kind of okay to say, have you thought about this spell? Have you thought about that spell? It's okay to interrogate. What it's not okay to say is, I'm round the corner to the left, third door on the right. That
Yeah,
kind of thing is
exactly.
like, come on, or a big long conversation. Well, what's happening with you at the moment? Then, well, no, you're not there, and yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not one of these people that says nope, zip it, not saying anything. Because I
Got
don't
it.
think that's much fun.
So yeah, so that's that. The last time you were possessed, I seem to remember you were attacking me and I was running,
Hmm.
and Mugsy cast Tasha's
I
hideous.
think you might also remember that anytime he takes damage, I think he gets to make a roll.
Okay.
So nice things like magic missile and small bolts and things like that will jar him. You might remember that.
Things that don't go up against my armor class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now John's not confirming whether that's true or not, but that may be something I was remembering.
I think it's fairly common for charm, sleep, that kind of thing.
It is, yeah,
So
very much so.
Simply to stop players abusing it, charming
Yes.
someone and then just going up and wailing on them while they smile stupidly.
That's right. Well, I mean, it doesn't work, does it? I'm so charmed, I'll let you kill me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do something you've never seen her do at all before.
What?
She has never used this on anyone, and the fact that she's using it on Garth speaks of
Silvery
inspiration.
silvery bastard.
Okay,
stream.
this is probably going to shock the audience here.
We are going for a world
Mhm.
first. A world first.
She's
this is
using-
on delay.
Here first.
Toll the Dead.
Ooh.
Elira is using a what the hell? Hang on, what?
Exactly.
Ah.
Exactly.
No, that's my spell.
It's a necromancy cantrip. It's in the wizard spell list.
It is in the wizard spell list. That roll or not?
Okay,
not nice.
I can see where
That roll?
I can see where
Okay.
Elira's
There you
going
go.
with this.
Ooh. Hey, what do you know?
DC 17 wisdom.
Wisdom. It's going up against your wisdom.
Well done.
Got the memo then.
Pretty low save.
I'm hoping with not having a.
Hey.
Failed the save. So you take 9 points of damage, Garvis. And if you wouldn't mind
Yeah.
making a wisdom save,
Ah.
but make it better than the 5 you just rolled, okay? And when I say better, I mean significant. No, better than that. Better than that. Better than that.
Wow.
Unfortunately, yeah,
Yeah.
my history of rolling against saves against charms is woeful.
Yeah.
Well, your history of rolling wisdom saves. Something seems
Yeah.
to be woeful. So,
Basically.
okay. So you take
But a good try.
9 points of damage. You
Done
get a
that.
re-roll, but it doesn't succeed.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Elira, is that you done?
Yes, that is me done. Unless, let me just check. I shouldn't move back. Should I move back? No, I'm still good. Good where I am.
Elira. Yep.
Yeah, you got a meat shield between you and Garvis, so don't worry.
Yeah, I know.
It won't be that much longer, I don't think.
Keep telling you, get.
It's only a temporary meat shield.
Yeah, exactly. Cleaving to enemies is going to take effect in a second. Garvis, why are you attacking me? No. Ah.
Ow! Don't, ow!
Um.
Go on, kick him in the nuts.
Okay, let's. I'll try. Well, I can't do a. I can't do a great deal with him stood right in front of me. So let's try primal savagery. See if I can get a. See if I can get a hit in.
My God, it's a crit, and he took 57 points of damage.
Oh, nice roll. Two.
Miss,
I think I'm.
which because he doesn't take damage means that he.
Can I reroll? Can I reroll this?
You can spend points to reroll it if you want to.
So I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use force of will on this.
Okay.
But it can't be much worse. Famous last words.
Now that's more like it.
That's better.
Damage?
I mean, why hasn't it rolled damage?
It says self.
I think I clicked the wrong button. Sorry. Let's do the
You
rest of the
rolled
damage.
a-
I did the damage part of it.
Oh, I
There we
see.
go.
Ugh.
15 points of damage. So 15 points, Garbus, and re-roll your wisdom save, please. No, more than that. Come on.
Don't tell it to me. Tell it to the RNG.
You know, that was handy that you could re-roll that, wasn't it, Delira?
It was.
How many points do you have left, Delara?
Well, there's a question there,
Um.
which is so yes, I could re-roll my save.
Yes.
I suppose the question is
But would you want to?
that
Would
is
you-
it. That is the question.
Oh, guys, you
Would
spend
I-
every minute of every session trying to nickel and dime the most obscene outcomes, and then it comes to some of those ones going like, "Why don't you just re-roll it then?" Because that's the rules. You're like, "Well, maybe I wouldn't." Look at my beard.
Well, if you're letting me, I will.
If I'm letting you,
Hey.
there you go. That's more like it. And no longer charmed.
Ah, damn it. So, do I know what charmed me?
Yeah, there was a tentacle hanging out of a vent here.
A tentacle hanging out of a vent.
Yeah, like an extremity of a
Of an
of a
ooze.
beast. You know,
Same-
like the ooze earlier.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Mm. Right. I'm going to hold to turns because immediately, Delira, he kind of and then he sort of puts his hand up and indicates that he's really sorry and
Yeah.
Something was wrong. Okay.
Something took control of my mind as a vent over there, and his tentacle came out. I think it might be that ooze or related to that ooze thing that we saw upstairs.
Yeah. Delira, from where you're, in fact, all of you from where you're stood, the Elira and Reinhorn, it's not as obvious to you, but you can kind of see something wriggling. But you two can see this quite clearly from where you are. It's still there. There's this sort of pseudopod sticking out. You think it was watching. And then it realizes what's happened and it withdraws back into the thing, disappears. Right. Mugsy's missing.
And so if Mugsy's missing, that thing probably got him.
Did you see him around the corner, Garvis, before?
I didn't. I didn't.
Okay. Right. What are you doing, folks?
We need to find Mugsy.
Time's ticking. Poor old Mugsy, time's ticking.
Yeah.
You're now
okay.
really worried about what might have happened to him.
So being careful about things, events, looking out for any vents there are.
Yep.
Using my shield to basically, hold overhead, stop anything attacking me. I go down to the corner and take a peek around the corner.
Right.
So I'm just going to move forward. Is that okay? Without
Yep.
moving. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
feeling completely comfortable, John. I'm going to start telling stories, singing songs, chattering away,
Uh-huh.
being overly friendly, as is the case.
Now, I'm trying to remember, John, did we see if Mugsy came down here and then walked back, could he have gone down one of these side passages without us seeing, or would we have seen him do that? I don't know where we were at the time.
I'm going to assume that you were stood here,
Okay.
looking down this passageway,
Yeah.
and therefore you saw him get to here and turn right.
Okay. Right.
Okay? Because otherwise it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Given where you're all standing.
This way. Is anyone following?
Yep.
Just waiting for everyone to catch up.
Paying great attention to any vents around and making sure we don't get attacked.
That Tracy's arm still. Oh, it
I
knows we're
think
here somewhere.
the thing knows we're coming.
It does. Can we see any vents down here?
Yeah, I mean, there are vents in the walls, and you're watching them. You're all watching them as you're walking up to them. The problem
similar
is,
kind of
of course,
spacing.
from within. So,
Yeah.
sorry.
Is this
Similar kind of
door,
spacing upstairs.
is this door open down here, John? The one underneath me.
No.
Can we get it open? Actually,
Yeah,
can we
just
see
hold
if,
on.
Check the doors.
is there any way of determining whether Mugsy actually went down here?
Well,
Is there a
I
pin-
saw him go this way.
You saw him go this way. So we
Yeah.
must see tracks or something then, maybe?
In the dust.
I have no ability to track. Are there any tracks in the dust?
No. It's not dusty.
Let's try opening this door.
Okay. So, the room you can see beyond is a dormitory. And there's a series of beds lined up. Other than that, it's empty. I mean, Mugsy could be hiding in here, you think? That's your concern. So you kneel down and you just look around under the beds.
What's
And there's
that?
some cupboards and stuff at each end, but it just looks like a dormitory.
What's that black square on the floor in front of me?
A black square is a weird thing that I don't really know why it's there.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm trying to
Visual artifacts, nothing to do with the dungeon.
do something about it, but it doesn't seem to want to go away.
Okay.
So I don't know what it is.
Right, so no sign of Mugsy in here, unless if he's hiding, perhaps, but...
Yeah.
That square of magical darkness.
It's I don't know what that is. Sorry, guys. It's something for Roll20, but I don't know what.
Yeah.
This is also a dormitory, smaller than the other one, slightly smaller, slightly nicer but looking beds, but same again. Anthony, can you just look at the chat?
Sorry. Copy. And depending on how, I'll just do this. Did it do it? I didn't see it roll. What is happening? Why am I not connected?
Yep.
And now it may do it twice. So maybe I'm just moving
Have three.
slowly.
By the way, you can if you click on the dice roller, you can roll them to the GM without revealing what's going
Okay,
on. But
sorry about that.
okay, that's all right. I just thought I'd mention it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So okay, so
Nope.
yeah,
Nope.
okay,
Got a
gotcha.
16.
That's fine.
John,
Hang on.
And
before Garvis moves,
well, that's slow. That's right. I could have clicked on that and said GM. Let me see. How do I do that? Explode answer. Yep. Sorry.
That's all right. So you're seeing
Trying
that,
to
and I'm seeing it. Is anybody else seeing
yeah.
that roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I'm trying
Oh,
to figure out where that is.
Like you roll
It's just
roll
you.
D20. Okay.
Let me try it.
All right.
I'm just going to try it.
It might be a.
That roll?
Thank you. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. I don't know how you did it.
Okay, yeah, so that worked for me. That rolled just to you, John, I think.
You did. Yeah.
How'd you do that?
You go to the dice roller, and there's a
Yep.
tick, and there's a little box.
GM roll, it says.
GM roll.
I see it up top. GM. And then you roll it. Got it.
So you just tick it.
Yep. And then
So hopefully that would have gone just to you, John.
Nope, that went to all of us.
And it says GM. I've clicked on it.
Well, it came to me.
Oh, flip. Oh, okay.
Roll.
That's all right.
There it says GM rolling. Okay, so I got that one. That's interesting. Well, at least it says.
I know I seem to be able to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, we filled John's screen up with the dice rolls.
Yeah.
Hasn't got a clue what's going on. He's got a whole D20 rolls in front of him.
Yeah. GM dice rolling spam.
Okay, good. That's really good. At least we now know how to do it, so that's okay. Right, Garvis. What else are you doing?
Keep going.
sorry, 2 moments.
Okay.
Sorry, 2 moments.
Yeah.
I did say before Garvis moves.
You're very faint.
Yeah, I
I
couldn't.
can't hear you properly, mate.
Very quiet.
You're very quiet, Rob.
I did say before Garvis moved.
Sorry,
I'd
yeah,
like-
I can hear
I
it.
would like to cast a spell.
Go for it.
Okay. So I reach over and grab hold of a twig that's in Delira's hair.
Mhm,
And
yep.
I say, hope you don't mind. And I'm going to concentrate on the moon amulet that Mugsy has.
Right.
That stops him from shifting in a full moon. That one. I know he's wearing
Okay.
it because we had a long discussion
Yep.
to say that he could actually wear two amulets. And I'm casting a locate object.
Hmm.
Casting locate object.
Very nice.
It's 1,000. It's 1,000-foot range. It's a concentration spell, and then it's got something else when I'm closer to 30 feet or something. But I haven't read all of it, so I should know at this range. I should know the general proximity of where he is, like general direction, not proximity direction. Sorry.
This spell can't locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks a direct path between you and the object.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
The
hoping
lead line
there's no
wall.
lead in
Yeah,
here.
lead doesn't say stone or other metals.
The lead line walls in here must be just so irritating.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No, I'm basically saying that because as Pete was just pointing out, some different spells have different requirements, and therefore I wanted to see if there was a requirement around that. I just wanted to see what it was.
Yeah.
That's fine. Good.
I mean, I knew it was going to be a bit of a risk because I don't know what the walls are constructed necessarily, but I thought that was the best chance of, because if we keep going south per se, and he's actually north, we need to kind of go north.
From where you are.
Sorry?
It's east, southeast from where you are.
Southeast from where we are.
Right.
It's
So I'll tell,
east, southeast.
East, southeast.
right?
Okay.
So I'll tell Garvis that that Mugsy's pinging east southeast, and then at least we know not to go north. Because
Do you want to get up close to Garvis so he can hear you? Because at the moment he can't.
he can't hear me.
Are you going to take the lead?
No, I can get up close to him. I didn't think that distance would have stopped him from hearing us.
Well, you can. This is concentration up to 10 minutes, so you can keep directing.
Okay.
If you want.
So I'll move up to him and I'll tell him, and then I'll let everybody else go past me when Garvis moves on, so that then I go back to the back of the thing.
You can keep the twig if you want.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone. I broke it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'll get some more.
Not
Fine.
consumed in the use of the spell.
It's not consumed.
Doesn't say so, and the spell lasts for 10 minutes. So.
Oh, in that case, I just need yeah, in that case, thank you very much, Delira. I will keep hold of this. You never know when I need to find the key to your chastity belt.
She doesn't know what to say to that.
No one knows what to say to that.
No.
Right.
Anthony, can you do that same thing again, please?
What, locate object?
Me?
Yes, Anthony, can you do that same thing again, please?
Same thing again. All right, let's try this.
Or can Mugsy do that same thing again, yeah?
There. Yay.
Okay.
Should have come through to you, John, in the chat.
Yep, thank you.
Ooh. Okay. That ain't no good.
Can you see the follow-up question? Is it yes or no?
No.
Good. Okay. All right. It's really terrifying. Okay. It's gone from being I'm chill about this to this is really terrifying.
Gotcha.
Okay. Right. Garbus.
Okay. Reinhorn, are we still
Pretty much east southeast, yeah.
still that way? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keep going.
I've dropped Pass Without Trace, and I'm going to keep refreshing resistance on Garvis.
Sorry. Yeah. That was just to see that. Okay.
So that gives you another extra D4 if on a saving throw. I'll keep refreshing it when it runs out.
Okay. Direction, Reinhorn.
Sort of southeast of you now.
Southeast. So it has changed slightly.
Get ready, everyone. There's something
Okay.
there. There's Mugsy.
Sorry?
There's
Can you
Mugsy.
see all right?
I can see Mugsy.
Yes, you can see all right. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can see a corner of a big thing.
Yes. Yes. In fact,
Big.
I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to do that. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, so you fling the door open, and Mugsy is he's in a chair. There's this chair against the wall here, and the Oblex is taking up this huge corner of the room. Basically, it's stuck kind of to the ceiling of walls. I mean, it's way bigger than the last one you fought. This must be it's kind of, ultimate. Well,
This is Mama
adult elder form, yeah. And it's roiling and bubbling and frothing like it was before, this bizarre ooze. And it seems to be doing something to him. He is in this chair, he's manacled in place, his feet are manacled, his arms are manacled, with these fancy manacles, actually, that seem to kind of close automatically. You've never seen ones like that before. Beautifully made, but they are restraining him. And he's straining in this chair because he's now trying to get out. Whatever glamour was on him is no longer on him, and it's been doing something. It's not doing it directly, but you can see it bubbling and roiling. You can see bits of it appearing, and it's just hitting with something. He's in this chair.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's a bit of a stretch because he's sitting right on the edge of the chair because it only just fits his feet, and he's almost like kind of at a stretch, and he's like almost like a puppet, and he's in this seat. Now let's have some initiative roll, shall we? Including Mugsy, by the way.
Ooh.
Don't forget to click on your characters.
Well done, Christine. Once again. Why the hell is mine not rolling? There it is. And in Mugsy's pain, he's screaming, these shackles, they're mine if I live.
I was worried that you were being probed.
Oh, he's been probed. It's not been pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
Mugsy.
Better watch out for the anal probe. I said UFO. Everybody say hello. I said UFO.
You've been watching too much of Boy and His Dog.
Everybody say hello. Good.
Okay.
Right. Marvelous. So, Mugsy's go first.
Huh. Well, that's interesting. So here's my one thought, John. I think I'm going to do a complete transformation in hopes that my wrists as a halfling are smaller than my wrists as a guinea pig form.
Don't you want that the other way round?
No, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Goodness gracious. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Not what I say.
Stop. Reverse that.
All right.
I would probably sort of know that ahead of time, but
Well,
that's what I
yeah.
thought.
Just give me a second. Oh, mate, guinea pig's paws are really cute. Ew, I'm not looking at the one that says guinea pig with fungal feet, though.
He is doing research online as we speak. Unbelievable.
I'm
Unbelievable.
Googling pictures of guinea pig's feet on the basis that I'm trying to work out if they've got You know how the paws are straight.
Yep. Yep.
So rather, whereas you will have a wrist, a guinea pig will have a flat. Yeah. So it'll be straight. So you'll be able to slide out of things. And you're absolutely correct. That's exactly what you can do.
Hey, freaking brilliant.
So you turn into a pig,
Dang
train pig
straight.
form, and you wriggle free of the
And
manacles.
I sprint to the back of the line.
Your action is to.
Okay, that's
your
my
action
action.
is going to be. Your action is going to be to wriggle free, and then you can move.
Free.
Yes.
Okay, so I think it was one action to change, correct?
Is it an
And
action
then
to
one
transform?
I'm trying to find that really quick.
Just give me a second. I was going to look at the homebrew.
Unfortunately, this is actually important.
Yep, we will need to check this. It's okay.
Transformation.
It's been a while since we've looked at this, so that's fair enough.
Evidently, I can do this. Well, it says you can transform. And this was the changes it made. I can transform, but I get a level of exhaustion when I do it on my own. But it doesn't say whether it is a.
So it's an action once per long rest. Current form into a different form. At character level 10, the number of transformations per day increases to 2.
Okay, so I got
At level 17, the number of transformations per day increases to 3. The involuntary transformations of Saloon Sweet Caress do not count against this total. In addition, once per day at dawn and only at dawn, the were guinea pig may transform into its humanoid form at no penalty without it counting against the number of daily transformations. So that is an action. And
so
then
that's
you can
an
do
action. Wriggle freeze.
Which is action at will.
So if I do that, will I be able to run?
So basically, you get to transform once per day. Otherwise, it's exhausting.
Otherwise, it's exhausting. Or twice a day because I'm 10th level and then it's exhausting.
Twice a day. Otherwise, it's exhausting.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
transfers an act. If you want to swap about, you can't as easily. Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, you can do it for free a couple of times. Is that right?
So, okay, so I transform, yank my little arms and feet out of the manacles.
Yeah.
And that's my second action. And then I guess that just sort of leaves me sort of in front of the chair as I've gotten off. Is that correct?
Yeah. What do you mean by second action?
Movement action.
Right. Your movement is to get free.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
That's what I meant to say. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I said action. So my movement is to get free. So one action and then a movement.
Yep. Okay.
I'm happy.
All right.
Free. Whew.
Okay. It is Illyra's go then.
Okay, so from where I am, I can't see anything at all. I've heard the gas arrive from in front of me.
You can look round that corner. I'm assuming Reinhorn can't, but you can see round the corner and see Mugsy was in the chair. Saw him transform. Yeah.
But I can't see what he's up against.
No,
because
you can't. No, that's right.
Okay. But I can see that he was chained. That is not good. This could be a huge mistake. Well, what the heck? I like making mistakes sometimes. It's fun. I'm going to push past my colleagues, step to there. I now see what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And take a shock and horror. And I am casting.
Oh, he's so cute.
At it. A massive, great fireball. Look, no. Ah. Oh.
Come on, doggo.
That's the way to get more views. We need more cat dogs doing silly things. I was just thinking, we were out walking the dogs earlier, and I was thinking, what would a role-playing game run by dogs be like? And I thought, well, every monster would be a cat.
Oh yeah.
It'd be like, I saw a modern reimagining of that picture of the dogs playing poker, like dogs playing D&D.
That sounds like a job for AI art.
It actually really does, yeah.
Pauldrons and pussies.
Catacombs,
and,
catacombs and cat.
Yeah.
tabbies and treats.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a winner.
Definitely.
Right. Sorry. I'm just trying to find the right thing. Um, um, it's austerity save, isn't it? Oh. It might have failed.
No, they got it.
It rolled a 1.
Able, but they're rolling dice.
Wow.
No, I mean the Oblex might have failed. It rolled a 1.
No.
So that's 28 points of damage, yeah?
+5 for empowered
Okay.
evasion. And then I shall move back out of the way to let others attack.
Okay, good. All right. Reinhold.
Okie dokie. So I hear all of the talks, the taunts, and I see Lyra come back, and thinking surely nothing can be
assuming
that bad. So I move into.
I'm assuming that Alira has yelled at you to what it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Ginormous, gigantic, largest ooze
So I'm
ever.
like, right,
That's
okay.
cool.
So
I like the glass of whiskey.
it's
That's a nice touch.
it's nothing as you actually see it with your own eyes, is it? Nothing's ever as bad as what you see with your own eyes when somebody tells you.
No,
I mean,
it
this
is.
thing's absolutely
pretty
horrible and
horrible.
disgusting. I've got my mace out and what have you, and I get to where I am on the map now, and I stop, and then I just and then poof, I cast a spell. And because I see the size of it, I'm not liking this much at all. And it's kind of my go-to shit thing. Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. Is that a 15 to hit? Yeah.
That is a 15 to hit. Hopefully,
That's a miss.
that's a miss. That is a shame.
Yeah.
In that case, can I re-roll?
You can always re-roll if you've got the points.
I've got the points, so that's 4 points if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
So 4 points, yeah. That
Hang
leaves
on,
me with
just
6.
let me remember what the rules are for that. Is it attacks?
Single
ability
attack
checks.
roll, saving throw, or ability check. Reroll any
Oh, it is
single
attack-
attack
it is
roll,
attacks. Okay, that's
saving
all
throw,
right. Good.
or, yeah.
Just for a moment, I
plus
thought maybe
4.
it's not attacks.
Right, so it's got to be the same thing. So I'm going to take
Goodness
that
me,
off,
what's so slow?
and I'm re-rolling. That's better. There you go. or not, as the case may be, because Roll20's said it's 16 and my screen says it's 19. But there you go. So it's only one better.
Can't rely on the picture.
No, indeed. So did that one hit?
That is a hit, yes.
Right, okay. So as soon as that hits, I'm going to then finish my movement. And I'm
And 3
going to
points of
get
radiant
between
damage,
myself and Mugsy. I'm going to put myself between Mugsy and it, leaving the doorway open for the next person to come through. And the next person's attack has advantage.
Delira.
Can I see it from there, or do I have to move a little bit further forward? See the corner of it.
No, you can't see it from there.
Okay, I'll move forward. I move forward and
The
give it
thing's
a
big.
give it blight. 4th level. You said advantage. For this.
Yes, you get advantage to your attack. Sorry, I was miles away for a second there.
I rolled it. It's not showing. There you go.
Holy camoly.
Whoa.
15 Constitution save. Which it failed.
That's a lot of damage.
And it does 42 points of damage, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've just persuaded it. It's next. You've just decided for it what its strategy is going to be.
Yeah, I
It's
thought that
like,
might be the case.
All right, Delira, what are you going to do?
Uh,
Don't
I-
forget- yeah, you can retire out of combat.
Yes, run away. Let's do. Where is it? Put the bed totem down. Yeah, put the bear totem down.
Bear totem.
Mm-hmm.
As in completely naked.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes we have to actually clarify things, folks.
So everybody
now
gets
gonna have-
15 temporary hit points
Lovely.
and advantage on strength checks and saves
Sweet.
if we need those, but probably more the hit points. I'll check it there. It's 30, I think it is.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And then I'm going
Alrighty.
to escape out of round the corner. Going to go there.
You'd already moved 10.
Okay, go 5, 10. Oh, can't go quite as far as that. There we go. Oops, nope, sorry. There.
Okay.
Failing to count.
All right. Okay. There is a shimmer, a silvery shimmer of magic, which all those who are watching recognize as being a teleport. Actually, I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to.
Oh, if it's a teleport, I know it's magic and I know I'm stretching here, so everyone's more than likely going to shout at me. Do I get an attack of opportunity?
No.
Because it's leaving my threatened space?
No.
That is a shame. Okay.
Worth a try.
And that is because what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah, unfortunately,
And that moment when you're right on your last legs and and all of you blag your way out using Dimension Door, and I go, oh yes, but the dragon gets an attack of opportunity now, like that thing did all those weeks ago, and you all go.
unfortunately, this particular gander doesn't have a teleport. So.
Yes. Oh, you guys have got Dimension Door.
Some of us had Dimension Door.
Yes, but you can take friends with you, can't you?
You can, but that involve. Does that involve stepping through it, or does it? Dimension Door. I mean, do you just?
You teleport yourself from your current location to any other spot within range. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. You can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size who's or smaller.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've used it before.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to remember if it was an actual door that you like step through.
I always thought
That
it
would be
was like
nice.
one of those weird portals that you see in video games.
Given the title, you know. So.
Mm.
Right. Are we still on initiative?
No.
Damn thing's
Whew.
buggered up.
Something else has got a wanted poster of me now.
Dang.
Yeah, the thing that you encourage it to do is run away. Trust me, it's not hold grudges. It's just
It's gone.
it's news.
So I look Mugsy over. How does he look for a guinea pig? Does he look slightly scarred and
Beaten up. It looks severely beaten up.
okay?
Is there anything else in this room other than
The chair and the space. No, there isn't.
Okay.
No. You don't know whether anything's been cleared out of here or quite what, but you suspect probably that there would have been things in here in the past, and either they've been consumed by the Oblex or they've been, broken down or they've been moved or something. You're not sure.
So are there vents in the wall, ceiling, floor?
There are, yes.
Okay.
Yes, this thing has upped and buggered off somewhere else, hasn't it? So
Mm-hmm.
Was it that
I'm going to
one?
remain informed for now as we search these other areas. So there are other doors, correct?
So I'm going to quickly, before you leave, Mugsy, because you're beaten up. I'm going to cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
Okay.
right.
I'll put it out on the VTT for you. It's that one that I used the other day. So maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. And I'm going to say to Mugsy, dude, seriously, if you've got anything that you can heal yourself with, go for it. But here, have a little bit of this. I just ruffle his hair, and I'm going to use a 4th level cure wounds. So that's 4d8. So what's that? That's 8, 16, 36, 32, plus my 3. So that's 35 points of healing.
That's pretty impressive.
Right. I'm going to use a.
And everyone else gets it that is within 30 feet of me.
That is really impressive.
Gets a heal.
No, gets the benefit from the maximum hit points possible from any healing.
Right.
That's updated, John.
So I don't know where Mugsy's health is. I've got Delilah and Garvis who have taken. What I'm going to do is I'm then going to cast another spell, which is mass healing. Yeah, I'm going to use mass healing word. So that's 4, 7 points of heals back for everyone.
That's great. Yeah, that'll do for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guinea pig looks perfect.
What does the guinea pig?
Yep.
What, the one in the
One in the chair.
What are these shackles like? Are they emanating, or do I need to actually cast detect magic or something to see if the shackles are magical?
I don't think they're magical. No, they just
Yeah.
look like nicely crafted.
I thought Mugsy was out of the shackles.
Yes.
He is.
Ah.
Do they look old?
Yes.
Okay. Does the chair look old?
Yes.
Does the chair look like it will fit in the bag of holding?
No. Ain't no way that's fitting in the bag of holding.
Garvis, can we borrow your axe a moment? I've got a funny feeling that these shackles might be worth something. Because they are
You don't
unique.
think that? Put it this way: Mugsy doesn't seem that interested. He doesn't think they're worth anything. They're just nicely made shackles. That's all they are.
Nah.
I mean,
Don't
you
know.
know, you might get 5 gold pieces for them, 10 gold pieces.
What do you reckon, Garvis? Chop up the
not worth
chair
it.
and
Fancy
lob
my
him
axe.
in? Not worth it? Okay. I'm bored now. Let's go.
All right, that thing must have teleported around somewhere in here, but I guess we can check the other drawer, the other rooms.
So this is some kind of storeroom, and it has shelving on 3 sides. And it looks like at some point this was for storing possibly sort of food and drink, in that there are some wine bottles which have long since dried out, and some boxes and so forth. It looks like it would have been nice quality stuff. There's also some, some collections of nicely made goblets in here and things like that. I think it's going to be worth anything, but fine made, nicely crafted stuff.
Okay, but not worth collecting.
No.
Moving on.
You do know that we don't have a Mugsy character on the board.
Yeah, for some reason. Where's Mugsy gone?
What?
Well, Mugsy was in the room, but
Of course, because I made it so nobody else could see through Mugsy's eyes.
Yes, you did.
The point is that you guys have to remember that I put controlled by all players,
Yeah,
so that you can see each other, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike that bastard DM Anthony who makes it just each individual and makes you have to follow around people.
well, I didn't know if it was because Anthony couldn't actually control the token either. That's why he didn't come out of the room. So that's
No,
why
I was just slow. Just
you're
slow.
just slow. Okay.
What's Garvis seeing?
He's all right. Okay, Gulliver. So this is some kind of high-end sleeping chamber. This is a very nice room, and it's got a really rather opulent bed and what looks like a sort of desk with a study area and so forth.
Worth the search. Mugsy,
All right, I'm on it.
turn it over.
Right.
Are we into the investigation mode,
Sorry?
John?
Sorry, Anthony. I'm not hearing you very well tonight, mate. You keep being very
Investigate?
quiet.
Maybe.
Yes,
Can you hear
investigation.
me now? Investigate. Got
Yeah,
it.
just a little quiet, like Rob was earlier. Don't know why.
Did it roll?
There you go. I've
There
turned
it
you up
is.
my end.
Why?
Ooh, nice.
That's handy.
Yeah. Anything of any value appears to have been removed from the room.
Dang, I
Like-
wasted that
like it was
roll
shoved
in this room.
I mean, you know, there's a chest which is a standard kind of locker chest, the kind of thing that people would keep, you know, fabrics and linens and things in, which doesn't have a lock on it, just it's got a clasp but no lock. And you check in that, you check underneath, look around for secret panels. You've had a good hunt through all this stuff. The desk is empty. It looks like people have, you know, someone's cleared out of here.
Dookie. All right.
Okay, moving on. Looking out for, you know, ooze coming out of vents.
Right. I'm going to assume that you guys are keeping a much more careful watch on the things around. And looking for, you know, the potential for the ooze. You know, the damn thing's in the vent somewhere, right?
Yep.
So you are definitely, you know, you're definitely on the lookout, and you know you've given it a good smacking as well. What you don't really know is how much of an opportunity it might have to heal.
Yeah.
And how long that might take.
And it rides into battle on the back of a white dragon. That's not something we've seen before.
I just like the idea of this huge white dragon, right? And then basically this ooze, this red ooze, is like being the dragon's helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Future armor.
Just checking.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's okay.
All
right.
Cool.
Okay, so the air's quite a bit cooler in here actually, and you notice there's no vents. It looks a bit more industrial. There's a series of pipes that stretch from the floor to the. Can't read that. Let me just size something so I can see what I'm doing. There's a series of pipes that stretch from the floor to the ceiling in a complex web to your right. So that's to this side.
A sign of old age.
Covered in valves and gauges. Pipework arcs overhead and through the wall to your left above the door.
What's on there?
So this could be the source of the warm air. Well, no, you said it was cold. Colder in here.
It's cooler in here, yeah.
Okay. We'll go over to one of these pipes. Is it the touch?
Yeah, they are kind of quite cold actually, and there's condensation on them. Not frozen, but cold. So you tap a couple of them, and they seem. One of them seems like it's got something sitting in it. It goes dung 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 dung. But the rest of them seem sort of hollow and empty.
Okay.
Crank this thing up and give our friend in the vents something to think about.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this room is dominated by a huge water tank. You realise that this is some kind of water supply system. There is a gauge on the front of the tank that you can see from where you're stood, a large gauge, and it's registering empty. So you think maybe there's just a little bit of residual water sitting in the pipe, which is the cool bit.
Okay.
There's no vents in here.
Right. Doesn't look like.
So again, there are no vents in either of these rooms.
Okay.
Moving on.
The air is actually kind of fusty.
It's more of a secure location other than the fact that we can be teleported into it.
Right.
Okay. Do you remember that rule I said before, Pete?
Yeah.
About falling?
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't apply when a block falls on your head, does it? Just checking.
Possibly not.
No. Okay, there's a click. Make a deck save for me, please. It's the mystery DC.
Dang.
Right. And he walks up here, and you hear this distinct click, and as he stands up, he's like, oh. And actually, what there is there's this noise, and lots of little darts come spraying out the wall and basically hit you. You're like this. Okay.
Okay.
Great.
You think that at some point they were probably poisoned, but the poison has dried out.
Hmm.
But they do hurt a little bit. They give you 6 points of damage.
Ouch.
Hmm.
It's like,
It's the first level character.
It's little nicks and scrapes and dents. It's irritating rather than anything else.
Yeah,
And then
but
now you look at it. Now you look at the floor in a bit more detail. You can see, and Mugsy's like, look, can you see the plate there? I think if we avoid that
Mr. Bleeding
area
off.
there, I think we'll be fine. Let's make sure everybody else is aware as well, says Mugsy. You know, tell everybody that,
absolutely.
look, guys, there's this plate here. Make sure you don't step on it.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'll just have a surprise.
That'd be flat out silly. Oh,
Well, we're probably heading in the right direction. People don't put traps in areas they don't care.
Right direction for what? That's the question.
That's a good question. Mugsy,
yeah.
you want to have a look
It's a
ahead?
really good question. See the door, and then
So,
there's
Garvis will get out just a bit of chalk and mark around the pressure plate.
yep. Okay. So we've got 3 doors, or looks like to think about here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's go and have a look at this one.
Okay, so John, all this time I've been in guinea pig form because I didn't want to waste another turn back, but now I'll go ahead and change back just because I want to. So that's my 2 times.
Oh, goodness sake.
Oh, so he's changing
No,
back another one of those. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see
So that's
anything.
why you're.
I'll open the door, but I can't see anything beyond it.
Ooh, no, you can't.
Maybe it just goes to another plane.
It could be, yes. It's the plane of DM hasn't lit this bit properly.
No, it's not that. It's that. Did I tell you that there was a bug? Did I tell you I found a bug in my software?
Oh, yes, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, so I fixed the bug and pushed that live. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody for bearing with me on gozzies.com. And it turned out that it was putting walls in where the doors were.
Yeah,
Ah.
that'll do it.
So it's double counting them basically. So I just had to filter them out. It's a fairly easy fix. It's just a bit of a pain in the butt.
So are you saying that gozzies.com is now back up and running and is as good as it was?
Gozzies.com
Better than
was
before.
always back up and running. It was just there was a small bug when you exported, particularly from the dungeon map generator. When you export universal VTT files from the dungeon map generator, which is what I'm using here to do the walls and the doors, it would treat the door as both a door and a wall. So it put a wall in where the door was. It's helpful. So it doesn't
Got
do
it.
that.
Excellent. But it's now
Nice.
clean, yeah? It's now clean.
It's
So
now
to
the bug is now
anybody-
fixed.
So to anybody actually watching live or to any GMs that are watching on demand, if you like the map and the setup, you can visit gozzies.com and there's a map generator there. Indoors, outdoors, caves, all sorts. And it's now bug free.
GOZZYS.com.
So there you go. And for every shout out for gozzies.com, I get paid £10. So that's brilliant. That's up to 50
I
quid so
pay you
far.
that £10 because it's
And
still
that's
got me.
all from gauzies.com.
I haven't made £10 on that project in months, I tell you. God, dear, all the work.
That's the message from our sponsor.
Yeah, which is...
Yeah, right.
I'm going to see if I can force it up to
The
100.
message from me is, would somebody sponsor me, please? Because it's a lot of work. It doesn't pay anything.
No.
Okay, so I've heeded Mugsy's... actually, I've heeded Garvis's thoughts about his chalk outline. I'm not going to stand on the square. Okay, I'm going to stay right here, and I'm just going to be patient.
Okay. So, Garvis, this is another sleeping chamber, bed chamber.
High end.
Not really, just fairly ordinary. I mean, nice and tidy, but not as well appointed, not as opulent as the other one.
Okay. Does it look like it was evacuated in a hurry, or has everything been sort of neatly?
No, I think most of the things are actually here.
Oh, are they?
You poke around. This one doesn't appear to have been emptied like the other one.
I'll have a little search around then.
Okay.
Did you
All right.
investigate?
Mugsy, do you want to have a go? If I believe it, why don't
Absolutely.
you two? Garvis is hopeless at investigation, so you might as well.
He is. He really is.
I mean, he really is. I mean,
Don't know.
no
My
insult,
die
mate.
is not rolling.
Okay, yeah, Mugsy, you find a little box actually, with which, well, it was locked when you found it, but it isn't locked anymore.
Well, the most important thing, though, does Garvis know I found the books?
Yes,
As
because
I
he's watching you.
Yeah, when you found
I do glance over my shoulder just to see if he's watching. Then I go, okay. And
Well,
then
you've
I'll
not-
go ahead and pop it up.
you do realise that the reason that Garvis's investigation rolls are so rubbish.
He's
basically he's watching you all the time. He's just half-assed. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, got it. So I'm looking at it. Squirrel that baby open if it's possible.
Yeah, it looks like someone's wallet.
Okay. What's the sleight of hand thing, John? Did I have to roll for that? Because that
This is what you see from Garvis.
yeah. Oh, from Garvis. I sort of well, yeah.
Well, look, Garvis, there's not a lot of.
nice bit of tall paz.
Put it back, Mugsy. We share everything.
Absolutely share everything. I need to roll anything, John?
Yes, you do.
Go on. I would laugh my ass off if this was a crit for sleight of hand, and he just weighs it over and
What
and
is
he goes,
sleight of hand? I
pretends to
didn't
go
know.
into the bag.
Oh, there it is. Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Actually, there's an actual roll for that.
Go. What is it?
On
Oh,
the
dude.
topaz and then hand the box over to Garvis.
Just give it to
Garvis
Garvis.
says,
Here
hand
you
the
go.
topaz.
Damn it.
You're like,
Here you
"Eh,"
go.
you drop it in the box.
Ah, dastardly. That's when I get the bad roll.
See,
Okay.
you need to keep training, Mugsy.
Oh, that was part of the training.
Yeah. One
Nice
day you'll
little
get
bit
it.
Little bit of loot there, so it's nice.
Okay. Fine. Done with this room.
That's basically a mirror image of the other room.
Have a search around this one then.
Okay.
Where am I? There we go. Same thing. And then I've got to go to this.
There you go. You see, Garvis is paying a lot more attention to Mugsy.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, then, yeah, I mean, in here you hunt about and you find a pouch. and in the pouch are 2 vials of healing potion,
Hey,
along with
Yay.
I can't remember. It just says healing potion here. What's the medium one?
Yeah,
Potion of
I
extra
know
healing?
what you're saying.
well, it used to be.
Not greater
Sorry?
or
It used to be a potion of extra healing.
Yes, I was making these notes. I didn't actually go and look it up. Hold on a second.
Lesser healing, no.
Greater
Minor
healing. Dunno.
Potion of healing. Potion of greater healing. There you go.
Okay.
And there's 2 of those. Wow.
Well, I think those should go to. I think one of those should go to Illyra. I think they should go to our least hit pointy people. Maybe one to Delara, one to Illyra.
Potion of greater healing is 4d4 plus 4 healing.
Oh, nice.
that'll work.
I've got more
So-
hit points than Reinhold. I'm
Have you?
squishier, so.
That is it. You've got rubbish armor class.
Yeah.
Though with that spell of we just witnessed, that would still be pretty darn good.
But that's okay, because you can just turn into an owlbear anytime you like, so it's fine.
That's true.
In fact, actually, what you can do is you can turn into a mouse, and then you can turn into a... no, I won't do that joke, actually. Some of you might not have seen it yet. Have you all
Cameras
seen
on
the
very
movie yet?
strange.
No,
No.
not yet.
No, not yet. Oh, there we go.
Anthony, you've seen the movie, right?
Yep, it's good. Good
I
stuff.
do need to watch
I know
it.
Rob's seen the movie, because I was sitting next to him.
Yes. Yes.
And it's
Yeah,
now
what-
been released on streaming.
Is it now on the streaming platform? Is it?
Now on the streamings, so you can now rental it. In fact, you can't rental it, you have to buy it.
Excellent.
But you can now at least get it, so...
Might be something for the next couple of
Okay.
weeks.
So, are we all right for Illyra to have one of these?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Illyra and Elira, and then they can use it as and when
Yeah,
they see fit.
20.
Okay.
Ladies
Yep.
first.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Potions of greater healing.
Oceans apart, day after day.
How do we put it in?
You go
Okay. So we just got this last door. Has that been fixed, John, or what was
Not been
the
fixed.
thing with the door on the left of where I am?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the next thing, huh?
Yeah.
And load more. Oh, there we go. Potion of healing brackets greater.
Okay. So Mugsy's just gone and done exactly what Mugsy's told us all not to do, which is stand on the trap.
I'm assuming
I'm
he's
not
got-
on the
You can
trap.
stand in the square without standing on
Inside
the trap. Yeah.
No better than that.
Your little
Let's see
dainty
here.
halfling
I mean, the
horse.
square is still in the size of this room. So, you know, not quite. This room's actually very slightly bigger, but not far off.
Okay.
What do we have here?
So, what you have here is a comfortable study and a small lounge. In one corner is a desk,
Ooh.
and all of the other desks you've seen have been cleared. But this one has a few scattered pieces of paper on it and a bound book.
I do look a
Ooh.
good desk.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good look around in the
Okay.
search.
We're
the
still
book is
looking for Vince, John.
Yep. No, you're keeping an eye out. I will tell you if you see it. I mean, there are vents everywhere.
Okay.
but I will tell you if there's any motion if you see anything from them. Okay. I'm going to assume that it can't hide in the vents like it did before.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to assume. So previously it was getting away with hiding in the vents because you weren't expecting it to be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if it tries that trick again, you will notice it.
Okie
Yeah. But basically, what it was doing was it was using its hide skill against your passive perceptions. I'm not allowing it to do that anymore. I'm assuming that you're all, someone's always got their beady on every spot, basically, and you will see it before it can do anything. Okay.
Yeah. Right. So paper.
So it's a journal.
Okay.
Let's get the ladies up here.
You flick through it.
Are we going to let him use those stubby dwarf fingers to flip through this delicate book when we have perfectly good wizards and druids to do that? I mean, and those fingers are dirty too. I guarantee.
It might amaze you to learn this, but he can actually read.
Yeah.
I mean, not very well,
Hang
apparently.
on. Since
Yeah,
when?
I mean,
Since when?
Because he uses intelligence as he dumps that.
yeah,
So-
his lips move a little bit.
But he can still read.
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't take a lot to learn dwarven runes, does it?
Right. So let's now. Here's a question: Can I copy that, and can I put it in here?
Can you copy it and put it in here?
Can I put it? Yes, I can. Oh my goodness me, that's made life so much easier. So if you would like to turn your attention to the OneNote,
Oh. Darn it all.
and if you would like to look in background information,
Yeah.
Boom.
at the bottom you will see an entry called Yota's Journal.
Hey, there we are. Good.
Oh man, that makes life so much easier.
Yeah.
And it's in one place, you can still find it. It's dead easy and so forth.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Just go to. We'll start it.
Okay.
Right, you're back.
It is. Basically, it's John's.
So everybody's just having a chance to read that. So for the benefit of
Sure
those
enough.
people who are watching at home, I'm going to just read out a few of the passageways here. So this appears to be a journal for somebody called Yota. You don't know who Yota is at this point, but you can get an indication through their journal. And the first entry is listed as 12th of Half, 755 AS. I think it's worth saying that this is currently the year 1004 AS. So this looks like it's knocking on nearly 250 years ago. And it says, Lord Araxes has left today. He will be spending some time building up contacts in Sharanav, given that the sphere of influence of that great city-state seems to expand every year. Perhaps with his quiet input, the humans will once again rule wisely, rather than squabbling. And then the next entry is 14th of Half, 755 AS. The kitchen porter Morden was caught sneaking around in the heating controls. I have no idea why. He's been dismissed. He denied spying, said he was curious. But if he is a spy, who is he spying for? 19th of Half, 755 AS. I keep telling the domestics they have to put their equipment away, but they don't listen. They say it's tiring enough climbing from the old village that they want everything to hand. I need to get Bellix to re-enchant the lifting mechanism at Landing 2. That should stop the complaints and get them to tidy up. 22nd of Half, 755 AS. Lord Parkerex is pleased with the recent upgrades to the vault. The scholars are excited to have more shelf space, as in recent years they have added considerably more content. Albina was so excited to tell me about her work on cataloguing grain and growing techniques that I did not have the heart to stop her, but it is so boring. 28th of Half, 755 AS. The village was attacked by a rabble of Durgar. The domestics were helped by the guard who got down there in time. Durgar do not normally come this shallow. Why are they attacking us? 2nd of Rising, 755 AS. So Rising is the month after Half. You all know this. Astrian has moved 2/3 of his force to the village. The Durgar tried twice more, but were repelled at the cost of 2 dead and 5 injured. Astrian reasoned that in 500 years the Institute has never been attacked. I was against the idea at first, but Lord Parkerex was in agreement. After all, how will an attacker reach the mountaintop without us seeing them first? 14th of Rising, 7:55 AS, 12 days after the previous entry. Lord Parkerex is dead. The usurper dragons and their vile Durgar minions have killed everyone. As per our emergency protocols, I have locked down the Institute, although some weird blob thing got into the vents before I could complete the closeouts. It was only small. I'm sure no harm can come of it. I will now perform the ritual of safety for the artifact and await the return of Lord Araxis.
Mm-hmm.
Boy. So, a couple of things come to mind. That blockage in the vent could be what the kitchen porter was dorking around with. No idea what that is. So it might be worth going back and taking out that section of piping to see what the heck that is. And then I guess we'll have to look further to try and find out what this ritual was, unless any of magic sensitive people can figure it out.
Yoti wouldn't appear. It seems like from the context of the first entry, it doesn't sound like Yota's human.
Why do you say that?
Because in the first paragraph, he talks about the humans.
The humans. Would you call this? Would you refer to other humans as the humans? I don't know.
Yeah, but he could be an elf or.
Yeah, he could be an elf or a dwarf or.
Yeah.
It's got that condescending tone.
Yeah.
Wise input, the humans will once again rule wisely.
It's not
Yeah.
humanism. Yeah.
That's not the sort of comment another human would make.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
Slightly
I
different.
mean, honestly, I would suspect that my suspicion is Lord Araxis is possibly the Golden Dragon. Kind of confirmed that suspicion that the Durgar are working with the White Dragons.
Yep, that's good to know.
And they're talking about a lift mechanism. So that's probably the way up here is a lift that runs up the inside of the mountain, maybe. Now in control of the Durgar, probably. And there's the artifact, as it's called. So are we thinking a shard? An axiom?
Definitely thinking possibly an axiom, yeah.
I'm
Right.
also Sharinav rings a bell for some reason.
Yes.
Well, if I were to just briefly draw your attention to the world map, which I will do briefly now. There we go.
Yeah.
If you look to the west,
Sharanav up at the top. Where we sort of we headed up. Did we end up going to Sharanav, or we head west?
Oh,
No, we didn't actually
you
get there,
turned
did
off
we?
towards the Inaderos first.
Yeah.
Thought though that
Okay.
I'd also seen something with that name, the place name written down. Not
Sorry,
on the
you're
map.
very, very.
It was somewhere else. I thought I'd also come. I thought we'd also come across it, not just with the world map, but some of the document that we found. I'm having a look in my books now to see if I wrote it down, but
all of the documents that you found are in the OneNote. So
Does it have search? It's a finding files.
that's a good question. I don't know.
Does seem to. Yeah.
That would be really helpful. We'll look for all references.
Wouldn't it?
For Nav. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep. There's a search function.
Sharanav. Search for Sharanav. Just Yota's journal. It's the only one.
I get more references than that for some reason.
Oh, well, come on.
Can't think why.
Right, just going to go get a drink.
Yeah, I think if we just take a quick break for a couple of minutes, I just want
Yeah, no
to pop
worries.
the dog out to pasture for a minute, and we can pick up from there.
Okay, guys,
good.
give us a bathroom break. We'll be back hopefully before the music stops.
Come on.
They moved.
Well, no, one was a ginormously Uzi thing, and one was a.
No, same thing.
Hey guys,
I think-
we're back. So we're just having a bit of a discussion. Sorry to cut in over everyone. We're just having a bit of a discussion of the information that we've just learned. I was listening to everyone, even though I was actually off doing other things, and yeah, so very interesting. Sorry, I'll let you carry on.
Yeah. So, John, is this
Yeah.
thing the same one that we encountered up the level above, or is it a different one?
Size-wise, it seems very different.
It's much, much, much larger.
This one's okay.
So they're not the
But,
same.
but the one up above had a tentacle leading down, so it could have just been part of the creature.
Sorry, my misunderstanding. The one you mean the one that you met in the little office between the
That's right.
between the library and the vault.
That's
Yes.
the one.
You really only met you that was a an outcropping of a larger creature, and you assume it's this same creature,
Okay.
Like an offshoot.
but you don't know. That's an interesting question. What do you know? What do you know about Oblex?
Are Uzis same-sex creatures? Can they have their own babies?
They're hermaphrodites.
That's weird. That's a little empty box.
Yes, what are Uzi's pronouns?
Definitely it and it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
So yeah. So the point is that these things can, you know that these things can, can impersonate. You know, they can do a reason. They can create reasonably good facsimiles of humans.
There was that other one pretending to be that woman, wasn't there, in the cave that we encountered?
That's right. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. I'll open up the bag of holding and suggest maybe the book goes in because it's 250 years old. That might be worth a couple of copper.
We know a guy who buys books.
Exactly. Not that we're allowed back in that place, but you know.
Well, some of us are.
Oh yeah, it's just Mugsy that's not. That's right. Yeah. Impersonating city guard.
Yeah, well, seemed a good thing at the time.
I
Not your finest moment.
I've got no qualm with it. I think they were a little bit too heavy-handed, to be fair.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things,
I
they
think
really want us
I
back.
think there's a lot about your poor morals.
You know,
Yes, my moles are
You've been
poor
talking
like
about
me.
that a lot. You've been talking more and more about that lately since you did that multi-classing thing.
Hey, you know, I don't just do it for the cheese.
Oh dear. So,
Right
is there anything else in this here room that we can pilfer?
We're going to do a search.
Yeah, I might even partake on that one.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing of any value otherwise in here.
Okay. Right then.
You know, the sheets of paper are scribbled notes, and there's also some workings out. It seems that whoever owned this desk, and you've got no reason to believe it wasn't Yota, was probably involved in some of the management of the place, the institute, as you now know it's called.
Mm-hmm.
No keys or anything. No maps.
No notes on the what was it he called it?
Ritual.
On the ritual.
No.
No.
Safekeeping.
Yes, the ritual of safety.
Hmm.
That's a good point. Did you say the big book? Did the big book with the index? Was it done by topic? Did you say?
Yes, it was.
But can I have? I'll have a see if I'll have a quick. Can I have a look at that and see if I can find information on ritual or ritual of safety? Ready to sit down for a few minutes for that one.
There is a section. Yeah, I mean there is a section on magic, and it has a subsection on rituals,
Mm.
and it refers to some things, but there's nothing about a ritual of safety that
Okay.
you see in there. And you think, of course, this would have been after the disruption to magic. So it looks like all of the information indexed refers to stuff that happened
Okay.
before and not after.
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what you've got is what appears to be the case is the vault here is pre-sundering.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, at the very least, it gives my arms a workout. Pulling this book out and putting it away again.
Thing is bloody heavy. It's huge and heavy.
Right.
Whilst we're pulling things out in and out of the bag, I'm going to grab hold of the compass, and I'm going to see if it's spinning.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's a good question.
what is your concentration on?
Well, this is the thing. So, firstly, I would like to concentrate on Mugsy's moon amulet, and I'm going to turn myself so I'm not looking at Mugsy.
It points in the correct direction, so it seems to be working.
Oh. Oh. Okay, so that's interesting. Maybe I should do something, some magical research on this thing. Okay. So, if that be the case, we won't be able to use the compass to try and point the location of the last axiom.
Well, we used it before.
Well, that's the thing. You
Use
see,
that to get over.
well, I just thought about it, and I thought maybe this is a locate object, but over greater distance than the 1,000 feet that the spell has a requirement for. So that's why I've just concentrated on Mugsy, and the needle spun it to where Mugsy is.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so I'll try and concentrate on an unseen axiom of air. Is it
Wind?
air? Wind. Wind, air. And does the thingy go dormant?
No, it spins wildly.
Hmm.
Be the ritual of safety blocking magical
It's possible.
potential.
Yeah.
Maybe there's it's in a lead box.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Lead. Yeah.
Or as we have, bronze.
Mm.
Okay.
Brass.
I'm going to concentrate.
Brass.
I'm just going to say, just give me 2 moments, and I'm going to concentrate on the Ublex or whatever it was called. Sorry,
Oblex.
Ublex, that we've just fought, and I'm going to concentrate on that. Where does the arrow spin to?
Yeah.
It swings to somewhere to the south of you.
Somewhere to the south of us. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Can you concentrate on Yota? I know you don't know him visually, but you now know of his existence.
I just need a name,
I
really.
wonder-
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't move anywhere. Okay.
Just a
Doesn't-
name.
right. Okay.
Okay,
So
somewhere to
maybe
the
it's
south.
got to be living things per se, because we did surmise that maybe Yota may not be alive because he would be very old even if he was an elf. I'm just intrigued that I can potentially get rid of a spell to put something else in, and I can use this compass from now on.
Lord Araxis.
Yeah, I'll concentrate
If
on
you-
the name.
If he is a gold dragon, then maybe he is still alive.
Yeah, I'll concentrate on
That'd
that
be
name.
probably worth something.
Got nothing. Compass, sort of like shape. There you go. I've got a makeshift compass.
Okay. Can you roll me a D100, please?
A D100.
As to, gold dragons probably don't like being spied on.
Hmm.
62, huh?
Hmm. If that's the
Okay.
amount of damage I take, I think I might be
Is that the amount of
dead.
damage you take? You start speaking, and all you can do is shout! And it is like really disconcerting. Every time
Oh.
And Illyra, can you make an... In fact, actually, Illyra and... Illyra, can you please make an intelligence check for me? In fact, actually, make an arcana check for me.
An arcana check.
Yeah. You think this is a wild magic effect? He looks really disconcerted because he opens his mouth to say something, and he just, he shouts.
Oh
You
dear.
think his constant
Illyra.
reattuning of this
Got
device has had a
a crit.
deleterious effect on him.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
It's had a wild magic blowback. You were, wouldn't you?
Farted in his brain.
Sorry? What?
Yes.
What's happened to me? I seem to be shouting.
Yes.
What? Yeah. No, I'm in the library. The
Oh.
library.
I was thinking that, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, so do
So,
I know? Do I gauge from Illyra and Delilah quite what's happened, and is there a way to reverse it, or is it just a case of just shut up for a couple of hours and it might go away?
you're going to just have to wait and see how long the effect lasts.
Okay, rolling a 63. I bet you it's 63 hours. Sorry, 63 hours.
Years.
62.
Years.
Years. I won't be alive for that long.
Well, it'll
Right,
stop
okay.
before then. I mean, I know we said it doesn't feel like Ancients kind of area, but I do check the power cube just to see if it's doing anything. But I'm guessing probably
It's not. No, it's not.
We thought it was different kind of architecture, but well, there's a gap. I'll check them.
It's not. It doesn't. The thing about the ancients as well, there was all the kind of the trace work for things. Much more
Different environment.
It's well engineered. It's well made. Everything is well made here, but it's not. It doesn't have that same degree of finery and all those kind of. I mean, places of the ancients have kind of literally got circuitry embedded in the walls and things. It is incredible. There's kind of magic suffusing, or the remnants of magical devices suffusing just about everything, and that it's not like
nothing,
that.
nothing hidden that we can tell anyway.
No.
Cool. Okay,
It's
good
nice.
stuff.
Nicely, it's been nicely built, nicely laid out, and it looks like they've worked around whatever was in the mountain. So the layout of the place is slightly odd, but it's fine. It's all nicely finished.
All right.
So what was in Garvis's room?
Sorry?
What was in the room that Garvis is in? Sorry.
Uh-huh. Garvis, It is, in fact, a bedchamber that is empty.
An empty bedchamber. Right.
No.
Well, it's not empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, got some
Has a
furniture in
bed.
it, but other than that,
Yeah.
yes, it has a
Yeah.
bed
No.
and a chest, and you know,
Not
And,
worth a roll.
other than you have a quick look around it. Nothing of any consequence.
All right. Let's check out that spot in the pipes. I'm just curious on that.
Okay.
So
Well, I think
it was right
one
down.
pipe had water in, and the others seemed to be empty.
Yeah. There was when we were tapping up on these pipes up here.
Yep.
One of them had a blockage or something in it, and we remember from what we just read
It's
before.
not a blockage. It feels like there's a bit of water left sitting in the pipe.
Okay.
Or
So
the ooze is hiding in the plumbing.
well, I'm just thinking back to what we just read about the guy who got to the heating stuff. He was messing with it, and then he was dismissed for whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's just going to be just
this doesn't look
water,
like heating controls. This looks like water. Not.
Okay.
There's nothing to do with temperatures in here that you can tell.
okay.
Yeah.
And
So
enough.
the rest of the space is warm, so you assume the heating's still working because you've had
Yeah.
warm air coming out.
Yep.
And there were
Sorry.
some rooms we've not been
there's
to.
quite a lot we haven't explored yet.
Where?
Mm.
We sort of headed over this way, but if you go back
Yep.
to the start, there's
I think we ran by a couple of places.
2 corridors we haven't been down. Yeah.
All right,
One
let's go
corridor
do it.
to the left that we've not been down.
We came
Sounds
over
good to me.
Anyway, so back this way.
Sounds good.
I'll have a quick look in there again. No
Losing
ooze.
it. I don't know why. Okay. Yep. Just the same as it was before.
Yeah.
Looks like a
Okay.
dormitory.
Yeah, nothing there. No ooze.
No.
Okay. Well, we know it was supposedly south, don't we? This ooze.
Or maybe it only teleported into a different.
Well, maybe I'm wondering if there's a secret room back down there. Because, I mean, in terms of rooms that are south of where we were at the time, you've got the room with the water, and then there's these 3 rooms, the one it was originally in. Maybe it's gone back.
That's what I was going to say. Maybe it's only teleported itself onto another plane and then teleported back.
Reinhorn's old ethereal plane disappearing thing.
Yeah.
Let's go have a quick check.
Reinhorn.
Anything there?
Nope.
All right. Let's just have a quick search for secret doors.
Okay.
What do you want? Investigation?
Please. Anybody who's helping, make a roll.
I'll assist Mugsy.
There's mine.
He rolls at advantage.
Why are my dice not rolling?
Actually, I'm going to want one roll. So let's just have Mugsy's roll, shall
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll
we? Are we having
assist.
Leroy's roll or are we having Mugsy's roll?
Then we'll use Mugsy's roll. We'll assist so he gets advantage.
All right. One person rolls. In this case, it's going to be Mugsy. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Already
So,
done. The roll should be on the screen. But do you want me to roll a second one?
Oh, sorry, you're already there, yeah?
Yep. Already
26.
rolled.
Okay, that's cool. Could have been an advantage, but okay, it's fine. Would have been
There's
an advantage.
advantage.
Yeah, do you want to roll? There you go. That's the advantage.
Yes,
Right?
even better. Cool. I mean, you've searched the walls thoroughly. You're fairly thoroughly convinced that it's not.
There's nothing.
There's not a secret passage or secret door or anything in here.
All right.
I give it a really good look because I know that Garvis thinks there is.
Well,
I
I
don't
think
want to
that's
screw it
what
up.
them-
Yeah, you did. You really concentrated and really worked it through, but
Yeah.
you're pretty sure
Let's
there
do-
isn't.
Let's just do in here as well, and then call it a day on that. Yeah.
Sorry if there was a ping. That was me. The pings are much more sensitive.
Hmm.
It used to be I used to have to
And
like click and wait, and then now they just.
what? Jeez, oh criminy. Not great in here. Well, I mean,
Jen,
over
you don't
20 is
think
good.
so?
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Jenny, a little dip without you.
Just this. Okay, one more. Just this section of corridor here, just because it's a
Fair enough.
nice blank bit.
You know, if we find, okay, I'll do it advantage because that's really
Yep,
terrible.
you are. You're doing an advantage because he's with you. He's helping you.
Okay, so much for that. Okay,
Again, you are really convinced that there's no secret doors here on this particular section of passage.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back.
To be honest, though, you see the problem is, Mugsy, you can't start to lose the plot because he was boring you now.
that makes sense. Up front, I was like, okay, I better do really good because Garvis is really intent on this. And then it got worse and worse as I got more bored and more bored. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah, you see, Garvis is just much more interested in stonework than you are.
Oh, he is. Aha. You want me to try the latch with the old mage hand there,
Yeah,
brother?
could do. Yeah.
Okay, so assuming I'm standing sort of step into his thing and the other, I'll send over the old mage hand, John.
Okay.
Does it open it?
Yeah.
I just clicked on it and I clicked on the
Yeah,
door and
just bear
nothing's
in mind.
happened.
Just bear in mind. It's clearly got my
No
So you could
problem.
do extra bit of wall.
crapo problem.
Yeah.
Which I thought was missing. But I thought I'd done them all, but I don't think I have done them all now.
Oh, that didn't help that much. You just see a little bit. Okay. An oddly shaped one.
Winehorns.
Okay, so we have another comfortable lounge desk, and a small dining table.
Okay. Any books,
Okay.
papers?
No.
All right. I'll investigate with help.
Yeah, give it a search. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll
That's
me.
better.
All right. I mean,
Why my 3D dice
nothing
are
of any
not coming
consequence
across?
in here. No. Nothing of any value.
Okay.
Plenty of stuff, but nothing of any value. This is a bed chamber.
Big bed chamber.
Hmm.
The bed chamber is
Yeah.
bigger than the living room.
Yes, it's
Hmm.
big. It's opulent.
What's the size of the furniture? Is this like human size? Taller
Yeah, medium
size?
sized. Medium sized. Big opulent bed. Big four-poster bed. And lying on the four-poster bed, seemingly asleep, is an elf. Female elf.
Ooh. Are they under the covers?
Nope, she's laying on top. She's middle-aged, as in, she doesn't look young. But you know about how it is with elves; they don't look that aged anyway. She's fully dressed, and she's just lying flat on her back, with her eyes closed. The reason you think she's asleep, Garvis, is because you're pretty sure you can see her chest moving up and down.
So
She
this
has her
could
hands,
be
kind of fingers knitted together, just sort of across her abdomen, and she's just lying on the bed.
Could be Yota. Could be the U's again. Any bits of oozy tentacle heading off?
Right. So yeah, I mean that's your first immediate thing. You're immediately suspicious. So you sneak round the bed and look to see if there's any spot where a tentacle could be going, and you poke, you get your dagger out and you poke at the cushion behind her head and various other things. And no,
Okay.
Doesn't look like it.
All right. Who gets the snog sleeping beauty?
Oh, that's a Reinhorn thing.
Yeah.
Other team, go on then.
So
Does she look like she's a wood elf? Is she a high elf? Is she a what type of elf is she?
So, only you would ask that question, of course. She appears to be a wood elf, but your experience with wood elves, she must be pretty old, right? Putting aside the fact that, I mean, anything around how long she may have been here or otherwise, you would think that she's about 400 years old, give or take. So she's a pretty old elf anyway.
So she would have been here at the time. Well,
unlike the somewhat androgynous elves of the Enerveros that you saw before, she's much better. She's much closer in look to, but her color, while her coloring suggests wood elf, she's much closer in look to your expectations around sea elves and high elves. The wood elves are very androgynous, and she's not. She's more figured, shaped, bodily. Mainly she has a bust and hips.
So
I'm going to go ahead and move forward, John.
or Rubenet.
Slender, but
I say,
but she's not that very androgynous and very.
she looks so peaceful.
Before anybody does anything,
See,
I'm going to say before that, I then think it should be either Zelira or myself who
I
tries to
think
wake her.
that's probably a good idea because it's
I
not.
think she looks so peaceful. I'm moving forward, John. I'm scanning her hands for rings and things like that. Just because, and but I'm putting on a great air of concern for this poor sleeping woman.
Yeah,
She's wearing earrings, pierced earrings
I'm going to move in to the bed.
that look
Those are mine.
like quite nice bits of jewelry. She's wearing some rings. You can't see whether she's wearing any jewelry around her neck, but that's because she's wearing, quite nicely made, but very practical clothes. I mean, she's wearing trousers and boots, and a shirt and a jacket. Very, very practical clothes.
So I turn back to the friends because I know that they're starting to advance behind me as they always do. I say, hear me out. Listen, before we wake her up, think of the pub that we will someday own in our retirement years and how wonderful it will be. And is she really going to miss like those earrings? Come on now. Before we wake her up, they just fall into the bag of holding. And that probably funds like a year of supplies for the pub and how wonderful that will be. sit around the fire, look at beer. Please work with me here.
I saw that.
But
Ooze
Mugsy
nick
can
off
see
with them.
from Elira's face that this is not winning her over in any way, shape, or form.
Ah. So
Mugsy,
what you're telling me next time I should just not ask. That's what you're
Mug-
telling me, Elira. Elira.
Mugsy,
Garbage. All of it.
if I believe everything
Fine.
that I'm seeing right now, there's every chance that this lady won't actually live to see tomorrow. Remember
in that case-
the sea elf that was in her
You're right.
temple? I
Yeah,
believe
but that
we've
was-
just
How
found
about-
what we're looking
That was
for.
Then,
thousands of years of time.
so
This
just think about this. If she wakes up and we have to fight her, and then she gets pulled into some other portal, nothing. But if we relieve her of all of those items, set them carefully aside, wake her up, and if she needs them back, we can give them back. If not, then we keep them when she goes off to another portal. It's like we're doing her a favor.
Yeah, but
Mugsy.
if she's got the item, the
Ah.
artifact that we're looking for, and she then realizes that we've pilfered her gear,
Oh,
there's
no,
very
we'll have
li-
it setting
I don't
aside.
think I don't think she'll hand it over, Mugsy. I think on this one,
Well,
you need to bow
if we
down
fight,
to
if
to
we
Alira.
fight her, and those are all magical things that all are beating us up, we'll be really upset with ourselves.
Then you've got me.
You
to,
know, maybe that's a
heal
ring
you
of
like
fireball.
You've got me to heal your ass
know?
like you normally do.
Ah,
Hey,
Honest.
Mugsy,
fine. Fine.
I can
Fine.
see that my previous attempts to reform you have failed.
Oh
Tonight,
no,
watches.
I
I'm going
did
to
turn
let
around.
you at length on why stealing is wrong.
Oh,
And if
this is
that
gonna be a
doesn't work,
long.
I'll do it every night.
Oh, that's got it. I've got it. You do notice that the reform is working. I did at least ask, right?
Granted, you
Ball
did.
break.
With that, Mugsy
Ball break.
bows and ushers the rest towards the sleeping hoarder of things that are mine.
Right, who's going to try and wake her up then?
I could try and play some music, and that might be a gentle. Play it on the flute. That might be a gentle introduction.
She might be a vampire, but there's all sorts of things she could be. But yeah,
John.
chances of someone helpful, small.
I fucking John. I fucking yeet. Yeet!
Well, that should
Just-
wake her up. Else does.
Just do it.
She hasn't woken. I mean, you've come in the room, you've walked
There.
around.
She's dead.
It isn't quiet. You know, you haven't crept in here and sneaked about. You've walked in, you've walked around. She hasn't woken up.
Okay,
Basically
so
still-
an argument. Yeah. Hang on a second, just a quick question. So in this room there are vents, yeah?
Now, there's an interesting question. Actually, what you notice is that there are vents in here, but unlike all of the other vents in the place, these vents have got very fine mesh grills over them.
Ah.
Clever.
Okay.
So it says here in the
You
notes.
also notice on the back of the door, at the floor level, there appears to be an extra piece of wood on the door, along with like a brush.
Right. So she's made some defences against the blob.
Well, it's not entirely clear whether that was part of the original build or whether it was added later. It's not obvious from here.
I'll have
It all
I'll
looks
have a look at mesh.
old.
Yeah, I'll have a look at this mesh over the vents. Is it been added later or is it part of the design?
It looks like this room was fitted with this mesh. You just haven't seen it anywhere else. It looks like this room is unique.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Designed to stop something getting in or stopping her getting out?
Not clear.
Hmm.
Could be either of those things.
Although if she wanted to get out, presumably wouldn't be difficult for her to tear this mesh off, yeah?
It wouldn't be difficult for her to just open the door. That would probably be the easiest.
Or in fact, the door. Yeah, the door wasn't locked, was it? No.
Yeah, yeah. Just opening the door
Fair enough.
would be probably the easiest way.
Yeah, but then that's the way the slime ooze could get in, couldn't it? So
Well, it could have, yeah.
I know someone got Dilara, prod her with your staff,
So to speak.
so to speak.
Mm.
Try taking her hand and trying to awake her.
So you're going to take her hand, yes, Hilira?
Yeah, I'm going to move forward.
So was
Okay.
touch then.
I'm going to take her hand and say,
Okay.
Mother, go
So
to
you
him.
lean over and you take her hand, and Hilira just keels over onto the bed.
I knew
That's
it.
fine.
If we'd
She's
taken her
asleep.
She's asleep.
freaking-
Yeah.
Right. Using my axe.
What?
No.
Using the blunt end of the axe, try and pull her hand away from the.
Can you do an arm? Can you do an arm strike?
Okay.
Something.
Still touching
So-
the.
So
Yeah.
tell me
Oh
exactly
yeah, that's
what you're
true.
going
Yeah,
to do.
touching. Yeah.
Okay, so going over towards the bed,
Yes.
staying away as far as I can.
Right.
So holding the axe up near the head.
Okay.
Choke
Yep.
grip. Go over and basically just try and separate Illyra's hand without touching the elf. Separate Illyra's hand from the elf.
So what you do is you walk over and you place it down on the bed, and then you start pulling backwards. And as soon as the haft of your axe touches Illyra's hand, where she is touching the elf, Garvis falls asleep,
Oh, that's funny.
and then he keels over in a welter on the floor,
Hey,
which sounds like one of the funniest things you've ever heard. It's like someone put 16 tin cans together with some thing, and then threw him down some stone stairs. It's like clong along, clong, clong, clong. And then he lands in a heap on the floor, and his axe falls out of his hand, and then he wakes up. Instantly.
I close
So
the door.
I'll reach out with my mage hand.
You're lying on the
let
floor
me-
looking at the ceiling, Garvis. You were gone, asleep.
So I'll reach out now with my mage hand,
Mhm.
the ledger domain, and
Mhm.
I'll reach over to where Delira was trying to touch her hand, and I try and
Okay.
work off a ring and bring the ring across.
As I said before, her fingers are like that. But you
Oh,
reach
okay.
over and you start working at the ring. You reach over like this, and there is some hideous feedback through your
Whoa, man!
through your. I mean, it's like you're being electrocuted by your
Ugh.
magic. Bang! It's
So-
magical feedback.
he takes the mage,
So,
claps the elf around the face with it.
so I turn back to Delira and say,
I can't be
I
sure.
do, I do
on,
think
hang on.
there is some sort of
Take
spell.
4 points of damage first.
4 points, got it. Ouch.
Yep. I mean,
Punished.
you can see you can see like the thing like this, and out it goes, and you can see his little, and you can see it, and he's, and he's, It's going to take you a couple of minutes for the feeling to come back in your fingers.
Whew. I say it's really
literally like somebody electrocuted your hand. It really is awful.
I'll try and
man.
thorn whip Illyra back to us, because it should pull her 10 feet across the room towards us.
Okay.
Sorry?
And if I try and thorn whip Illyra, and that might wake her up. 'Cause it should pull her towards us anyway, if it hits.
If you try and
Thorn whip.
thorn whip.
hmm
Right, that will do some
Hang
damage.
on.
It will do some damage, but it should pull her towards us as well, so hopefully.
Why don't we try a rope?
and a grappling hook.
Can I have
got
a
a
look at the
grappling
thorn
hook.
whip spell? If you've got it there, or actually, no, I'll look myself.
I've got a grappling hook right here. It won't cost you a spell slot.
Oh, it's a cantrip, so it's not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will do some damage to
True,
Illyra, which is not
but you
bad.
fell asleep when you got there.
Oh,
Well,
that
yeah,
is true. When you're
Close.
touching.
Was it just When I touched the, did I touch the bed with
Got
the
it, right
heart?
on.
I just touched Illyra. Did I touch the
Good
bed
call.
with the axe, or
I
did I
can't
just
remember.
touch Illyra?
You
Can't
touched
remember.
you touched Illyra's hand with the axe,
But not the bed.
but not the bed.
Right, okay.
Actually, no, you did. You put it down, kind of down on the sheets, and then went like that.
But it was only when it touched Illyra that it would cause the problem, yeah.
And I have greater restoration, but I have to touch the target to use it, which is a bit of a problem.
So let me just say this first. Reinhorn's come into the room and he's closed the door and he's been looking. You noticed he's been looking around. He's been sort of looking on the floor and he's been looking around. Reinhorn, there is intricately and almost invisibly carved into the skirting board are all these tiny symbols in a pattern. And you follow them along. They seem to be all the way around the room.
What about the bit that's where the brush is on the back of the door? Are they on that as well?
Yeah,
They are.
they're on the door as well.
Okay.
Your best bet is that they are some kind of symbols relating to a ritual of protection.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder.
And what
Is
I'm
the-
thinking is if I can. Where's Garvis's axe?
In my hand now.
Well, back in Garvis's hand, yeah.
Crowbar it is then. I'll take off a bit of the skirting board along this wall. I'll see if I
When you
can.
say you're going to take it off, what do you mean you're going to do?
I'm going to stick my crowbar that I've got in my backpack down
Yep.
behind and basically prise it off. Then what I'm
No,
going
you're
to
not.
do? No, is it secure?
No.
In that
When
case,
you put the crowbar, first of all, working the crowbar in seems functionally impossible, and when you heave at it, it's not moving.
okay.
It's
Right.
an odd thing, right? It's like you're flexing against it, but it's like
It's just not
it's
moving.
almost like when you kind of pull back, it's almost like time is reversed back, and the whole thing just flows back to where it was before.
So, I cast something on the skirting board.
Okay,
I'm going to see
and
if
it
I
has
can.
no effect.
It has no effect.
Yeah, has no effect.
Can somebody
So you need
assist me with
to-
this?
You make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Yeah.
So let's do that then.
Spellcasting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have spellcasting, so would it be?
Well, you have a spellcasting ability, don't you?
Yeah,
What's
you
your spellcasting ability? Is it charisma for a cleric? I can't remember, folks.
No, it's wisdom.
Wisdom. Of course it is.
But isn't it plus value per level as well, or
Well, it'll be your
proficiency bonus?
proficiency bonus, won't it?
Yeah, so your wisdom plus your wisdom bonus plus your proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus, yeah. Like would be your
So why
spellcasting
didn't I
ability.
roll it? Makes no sense. That's meant to cast it.
So,
I think some of the rolls take a long time tonight, so I don't know whether that's.
Yeah,
No,
they
Yeah,
do.
I
makes no
just,
rush.
no, I clicked on the word cast, and I thought that it would have actually have rolled the d20 and everything for me. So it's so what do I
No,
click
I've
on? Do I click on the 16 as the stat or the +3?
Just go to the dice roller and roll
Hang on.
20.
Yeah, is it spell attack? Spell attack?
Yeah.
That would do.
Well, on
do it.
D&D Beyond, that's +8. So
Sounds about right, doesn't it?
And D20 and Duda, did that roll?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There you go.
There's no effect.
Damn. Right, okay, and nobody can help me with this. Right, okay.
Again, it's almost like the tides of magic flow away and then come straight back again.
We are
Very strange.
potentially in this. If this whole room's protected, we might be.
Okay,
We'll find
is
out.
Alira's feet off the floor?
Nope.
Okay.
Effectively, what she did was she walked up to the edge of the bed. She bent over. She went to take the elf's hand, and as soon as she put her hand on the elf's, basically on the elf's wrist, just here, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Right, and as soon as she did that, just there, just gently laid her fingers on. She just thunk. So she's currently leant up against the elf on the bed. She's sort of her feet are on the ground, but she's slumped over onto the bed.
Okay.
Because the bed is a bit higher than a normal, than we would accept in 21st century bed.
Okay, and because I was outside, I was looking, and I saw Garvis use the blunt end of his axe, the end of the axe haft, and it went onto the bedding, and then it made contact with Alira's arm, and when it got closer to the hand, that's when he got shocked, and then he tumbled down, and that. Right,
He just fell asleep.
Right, so what I'm going to do then?
Spell.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over to where Alira is, and I'm going to just grab hold of a loose section of a robe, and I'm going to pull her off the bed. I'm not going to touch her skin. I'm just going to touch her clothing.
Okay. You walk over, you grab hold of a robe, and you immediately fall asleep. And what happens is you keel over onto the bed. So you're onto the bed, kind of tucked against her. It does look a bit obscene, guys.
Okay.
Yep. The same thing happened to Garvis. He didn't touch her skin.
No, he did.
No. Well, not with his hands.
Only by using the haft of an axe.
Okay, sorry, there was a thorn whip going on, and I don't know whether you decided against that.
Well, yeah, I think I'll give it a try and see if that works.
So-
Should pull one of them back.
So does
We have-
that work before I go to grab hold of her? Because to be fair,
no.
Martin
This is more-
did say before.
No,
No,
because
it's much more
you were
cool.
doing your bit, and then he was. So let's just
Yeah,
do
no,
it in the
that's
order.
fine.
I've
Go
Put it
on.
in. I've been holding the whip and just been going.
You didn't want to get thorn whipped, mate, do you?
Sorry.
I don't mind.
It's because Rob doesn't want to get thorn whipped.
No, I think
I just
it would
like
be
the idea that
better
there's
me than
this
Alira,
is-
but
this
It is a
stream is
cantrip.
turning a little bit different now that we have 3 of them on the bed and he's whipping them.
It's taken a strange turn.
it's the way that I roll. That's all that I can say.
Well, it is a.
In this moment that someone walks in the door and we all turn and we go, it's not what it looks like.
It's not what it looks like.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The lawyer is her
appears
leather
again.
stood there with a whip in her hand.
Yeah.
The tentacle
Go
appears
on the bed
again.
and then over, sort of, Yeah.
Gold Dragon in human form walks in the door. Yeah.
Is that white dragon familiar? What happened there? Well, if it works, I could do it on. I could use it again because it's a cantrip. So let's try it on Reinhorn first.
Okay.
It should pull him 10 feet towards me.
So you're going to make a melee spell attack first, which is a 20.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
20 when you roll.
I'm asleep, so
Well,
it's
look,
fine.
it comes up looking like a 2. That always tickles me. That does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want to take what the right dice rolled. I want to take what the dice rolled. Yeah, you're not saying it now, are you? It's the reason why we take what's in the VTT, what's in the chat. Okay, so I mean, the thing whips out and strikes Reinhorn, but as soon as it does, it's just like the effect that Mugsy felt. And it literally the spell effect feeds back up into your hand, and you're like, ah! It's very painful.
Does it pull him off though?
No,
Phrasing.
this doesn't actually hit. It doesn't actually hit Reinhorn. It comes up, it lashes towards Reinhorn, but then there's kind of negative feedback. Take 7 points of damage.
We're in some kind of
Walk
bubble.
around
though.
going, Ow!
Yeah.
Ow! For a minute
Do,
or two.
do you know what I think we
you're
should
not
all
going to
do,
be able
guys?
to cast spells for a couple of
Seriously,
minutes.
I think we should bugger John. Right, everybody on the bed, touch the woman.
It ends the campaign right there.
The next 200 years.
We'll wait until somebody
wake
else
up.
who's better equipped to dealing with this comes along.
Can I do
You
some
know
kind
what?
of
That would solve
arcana
our
check?
problem with the that town that doesn't like me. Just wait them out 200 years.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rostam will definitely be dead by then. Trust me.
So what do you think? Go after the spell that's holding
I
this thing.
I'll try and go after the spell, to be honest. Yeah.
Mate, can I roll an arcana to see if I know what this is or something?
Yeah,
Like,
although
sure.
Me
my
too.
right one didn't have much luck going after the spell, so
I cannot get my dice to roll up on roll 20 for whatever reason. It's not rolling the.
I mean, to be honest, the way they're
Cross.
positioned is quite precarious. It wouldn't take much to knock them off, either or both of them.
Kick the mattress.
So
that's a good idea. Yeah. So okay, so basically when I fell away from the bed,
Yes,
I woke up.
yes. That's because your touch.
As soon as I broke touch with the bed, I woke up.
Not
So
touch with the bed, but touch with Alira.
Lyra, yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, if I sort of run at them from the side, rugby tackle them away from the bed, would that get them away from the bed? It get us all away from the bed, yeah.
Pull out a leg of the bed
that's a great idea.
on the
Hmm.
floor.
Yeah, but then as soon as I touch the bed,
Either that, or you could sort of position yourself.
The bodies come in contact with the flesh.
Well, that's true. We haven't actually we haven't tried touching the bed. So
Well, you did.
Pull
Gar-
whip the bed.
right, hang on, no. Garvis is just going to go up, and
Correct.
he's effectively going to lean away from the bed so that if he falls unconscious, he will fall
Yep.
away.
All away.
Back in his hands, electricity wise.
Yeah, just touch the
Yeah.
edge of the bed. Nothing.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So
Tip them out the bed.
yeah, try lifting the bed.
Okay. So basically, you're going to lift from
Okay, I'll go grab a corner.
side, and there, these guys are
Hold on.
wrong thing, and these
Yeah.
guys are wrong thing. Oh, no, it's going wrong. Yeah. Anyway, they're over here. So you're going to grab the side of the bed and lift. Yeah. It's heavy. Okay. So you're going to make me a strength check, aren't you?
And
DC is 15.
let's all throw ourselves at it. Let's see if we can give them an advantage.
Okay. Well, with help, you can get advantage.
I'll give a what is it? I'll give a where's it gone? Guidance as well.
I'll roll that again then for the advantage roll because I need it.
And you get a
Please, if you
plus. And you get a +4.
And
And
plus
1d4.
four.
Sorry, 1d4. Sorry.
Plus 1d4. Oh, okay. So roll a 1d4.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too heavy for you guys. It's just, I mean, you're strong, but it's just so heavy. You just can't lift it.
Terrible.
I think he's still coming around from the tumble.
Yeah, it's probably still
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's weakened him horribly.
What if you were to chop out the legs of the bed like Lyra said?
Well, that is yeah. I mean, I can try chopping a leg out on the side.
It's going to take a long time. This is really heftily built. This thing. That's the reason why it's so heavy.
Yeah, made of wood though, is it? Yeah.
Yep, it is made of wood actually.
Okay. Well, it shouldn't take long to chop that out. Chop out a leg.
Drop it on its side. See how they all roll.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
So this corner. So what you do is this corner, yeah, because basically Alira is in the middle here with Rhino sort of next to her. Okay. You basically start chopping away at the leg, and you chop for a couple of minutes, and eventually there's this big smash, and there's a kind of crunch, and one corner of the bed comes down,
Yeah.
The elf wobbles, and both of the two half elves who were like, look like they're bumming each other, for want of a better way of putting it, both kind of collapse to the floor, away from her, and then they both come round. You guys are awake.
Hooray!
Weirdly, you're lying on top of Reinhorn.
I
what's going
knew
on?
you couldn't resist.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
that's what you get to wake up to.
So then what you do is to lift yourself off, you basically put your hand down into where his solar plexus is and prise yourself up and stand up off his solar plexus.
Yeah.
You're right. I couldn't resist.
And maybe a knee slips between his legs
Man,
on the way out.
And there was me
Nothing but
thinking
love.
I was going to need a safe word.
Okay.
so
Okay, so the bed's knackered.
The bed's knackered.
Hmm.
The elf is still on the bed.
Okay, let's lift the
does
bed
it
up
look like
from.
she slid anywhere, John?
Can we lift the bed up from this side and topple the elf out onto this side?
Well,
Heavy.
I'm thinking, why don't we pull the covers? We can just grab the sheet.
Yeah, absolutely. Just slide her off.
Did that
No,
with
no, no.
Lyra's robe and I ended
Reinhold-
up underneath her.
Yeah, that's you were touching her.
And she's touching the covers.
The bed sheets got it. Yeah, that's right.
Well, we can try we tried the bed. We can try the bed sheets. So same thing. Stand so that we'll fall away from the bed. Touch the bed sheets.
Nothing happens.
Right. Okay. So if we go to the side that's not collapsed, grab the
Yes.
bed sheet and lift.
You can go to either side. I mean, it's only one corner that's sort of dropped
Yeah.
down.
So we'll basically try
I'm gonna
and
roll her out.
You're
bed.
going to dump this old woman onto the floor.
Yes.
So nice.
Okay.
Well, watch
So
this.
you untuck the various bits of bed covering,
Mhm.
and it's quite large. What do you want to do with it?
Just kind of carefully lift it up so that she rolls off the bed.
Wow.
Reinhold,
Right.
you could just stay on the floor.
And what
long
you do is you go and stand up. And she goes, funk.
Yes,
Is that the idea?
that's
right,
the
okay.
idea.
Exactly what he's
She
doing.
does. She sort of lollops, clonk. And she's now in a heap on the floor in a very awkward looking position, but you can't do anything about it because she's still asleep. And you're bloody terrified of what's going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to lean over and touch it and go, oh, look, we'd better straighten her limbs out because that looks really uncomfortable. But you can't because it'll make you fall asleep and fall across her.
Dang it. Okay,
She's
so
not
one
awake.
problem. Is there a way that we can loop this?
Got an
Luke,
image in
this-
my
Hey
mind.
guys,
That's
can we
bright.
not?
Well,
Let's
Let's
make a
with his head just
Oh,
banging
yeah.
on the floor.
let's make a sling out of that sheet. Sort of put her, put it around her enough to sort of drag her across the floor. I know.
Can't do that now. She's fallen out of it. You could have done that.
Oh, no,
earlier,
no.
but she's
But
fallen
we
out
can
of it.
still tuck sort of work it under her head and arms.
You want to give that a try?
But the thing is,
Yeah, and then pull her
when we
out of
touched
the circle.
the sheet on the bed, she was lying on the sheet, and we touched the sheet, and we didn't fall asleep.
Correct.
Yes. So let's try and shimmy it under her a little bit, just enough that we can start dragging her and
Yeah.
get her out of this magic circle that Reinhorn was telling us about, that covers the whole room. Let's get her out of that into the hall, and
All right.
maybe that'll do something.
That's
Right,
what I'm
after some much faffing, you basically get her in it. You've got her. So I mean, you can get each corner. You can basically lift her in what is effectively a blanket stretcher.
open the door. And
Right. Okay, so you can't leave the room with her.
What?
It's like walking into a wall. Thump.
Okay.
She's like walking into a wall. You can walk through it, but
Yeah.
but she can't.
Yeah.
She's now on a heap by the door.
Okay. How about this?
I'm going to open.
So we've tried magic
Sorry.
on her a couple of times. Every time it leads to horrible feedback. But I was wondering if a dimension door or a
Yeah.
vortex warp
Yeah.
or something just to whop her out the door.
Something
If that's
what it-
going to lead to
like-
that level of feedback again,
You're
or if we
going-
can get lucky.
I'll be honest
What
with
do
you,
you
think?
Mugsy,
Targeted.
you're going to fall asleep as soon as you touch her.
I'm
Mm.
not
Yeah,
going to
but-
touch her.
Don't you have
You-
that spell that basically relocates someone?
Yep.
Vortex
The old vortex warp.
Has anybody tried dispel magic on her?
Yeah.
I don't have that with me.
No.
I've got greater restoration, but I've got to touch the target.
That's
That's
a very
the
good.
problem.
That's a very good call, Alira. I'm going to try dispel magic on her.
Perfect.
Okay.
I guess you did it on the other bit before, didn't you?
Nice roll.
Hmm.
Dang
No
it.
effect.
Such a good idea.
Nope. She's got no magic on her. There's been so she's not magical. There's no magic on her. She's not wearing any magic.
Actually, I will say that when I touched her with the mage hand, it was to just checking to see if like maybe her rings were magical or something. And the first one I touched is what zapped me. So maybe that's what's magical.
The rings. Yeah, but Illyra didn't touch the rings.
Ah,
Elira,
but the dispel magic was on her, not on the rings.
Yes.
Elira,
Yes.
you're stood next to a small, what you think is a small dressing table.
Okay.
Your
yep.
eyes sort of glance across the items that are on the table. And you notice there's one of the things is a mirror, silver mirror. And you could have sworn when you looked through the mirror, could have absolutely sworn that you saw movement out the corner of your eye in the mirror. And it was not a reflection of somebody else in the room. And you stop.
Oh, hell.
I'm going to let's take a closer look at the mirror without touching it for the moment. But
Yeah, it's a
So
it's
you
a
noticed-
hand mirror, you know,
Mhm.
such as
So-
a lady might use. There's some other things on this dressing table. There are a couple of combs and brushes. So if a lady was doing her hair, she would hold this hand mirror to look. You know,
John, can you do that one more time so I can see that? Anyway, so
I
is
do
it
remember having hair, even though I don't anymore. I do. I'm dim and distant.
you got that for the clip, Rob? Okay, so the mirror's lying flat, so it's looking straight up. Yeah.
I love the
That's
fact
awesome.
that it blurs it out.
That's good. It's like he's doing it on purpose.
Then-
The mirror's lying flat,
also censored.
feeling.
Anyway, so yeah, and it's roughly rectangular. It has a silvered metal handle and surround, so it's held within a thing. And you lean forward and you look, and it's reflecting into the room, and you're almost certain that in the mirror, you're almost freaked out. You look behind you and look back. It's almost like someone's looking through the mirror, and then they dodge away when you look through the mirror, like they're hiding around, almost like they're hiding around the corner.
Oh, that ain't right.
Could you mage hand that possibly, Mugsy? Just to see if we can get a
The
different
mirror?
perspective. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, I mage hand the old mirror up and turn it towards Garvis.
Maybe you had put it up too. I mean, obviously, you know, it's just leaning. It's at the back. It's sort of leaning up against the wall.
Okay, so it's pointed out towards the room. It's not pointed
Yes,
flat
What's
up
it
to
into
the
the
ceiling.
room? Yeah.
Okay.
It's pointed into the room.
A scan of the room. Yeah.
Yeah, grab the little handle, and I'll just sort of do the quick rotate around the room back and forth, so that these guys have enough time to follow it and see.
All right. Delira is closer than you are, so you're stood back a little bit, and Delira is stood close and is looking in the mirror. And the woman who is on the bed, she kind of looks worried and starts to scuttle around as you move this mirror around. But she's definitely in the mirror image of the room. So it's like she's in the room, but she's in the mirror image. The thing is, none of you guys are in the mirror image.
Mm.
You can't see anybody else. It doesn't even reflect you, Delira.
Some kind of magical plane or some kind of magical.
Like you're looking into a mirror version of this room.
Are the ladies still tracking it?
No.
You guys are still watching it?
Mm-hmm.
Still watching it? I turn it over to Reinhorn's crotch. And then back around the room.
Did the runes reflect in the mirror image? Point it towards
the damaged bed reflects.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there is the
things on the
damage.
The things on the door are reflected.
The elf
But
woman in the mirror image is awake.
Yep.
And trying not to be seen.
That's right. She's trying to hide from you.
But she's in the bed. Can she move out of the bed?
She's not in the bed.
Oh, she's not in the bed.
In the room,
No.
yeah.
She's moving in around.
No, she can't get away from this mirror. Why don't you guys try and talk to her? See if she can hear you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wave at her.
I keep that thing going where she's got to be like running around.
Yeah.
She's
You wave
gonna
at her, Delira.
she's gonna tire out eventually.
All right. How long does the mage hand last?
Oh, I'll tell you
Yeah.
very, very shortly.
10 minutes or something, I think.
Something
We don't
ridiculous.
want to break the mirror. Maybe we do.
That's what I'm concerned about, is dropping it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Mage hand. Boom.
1 minute.
1
Thought it might
minute.
be a minute. Yeah, I mean, basically, what
Yeah.
you have to keep doing is you have to keep stopping, putting it. You put it.
Got it.
Put it back down. Delira's looking anyway. Okay, so you stop moving it, and then Delira, what are you doing? You're waving. I got that. You waved. Okay, and then what? Saying anything?
Yeah, I kind of mouth, "Can you hear us?" So at least even if she can't hear me, she can lip read.
Okay, so Muggsy's been moving it around, and then he stops, and then her face kind of peeks around the mirror. Where she's positioned in the room, she sort of steps back into shot, and she's looking at you.
She can hear us. But we can't hear.
She can hear us, but we can't hear her. So we have a one way. But
Is that well? We'll say so. You can hear us, but we can't hear you.
yes.
Could you ride on something? Oh, that's.
Is she trapped? Are you trapped?
Do you want us to get you out of there?
Oh, dragons possibly.
Oh, the white dragons.
No.
Dumbass.
The gold dragon.
The gold dragon. The gold dragon is. The white dragons are still here. They're flying. We managed to get into the institute. They're flying around They're on the outside of the institute. Yes, the white dragons are flying around. No.
Is your name Yogurt? I mean Yoda?
Round. How long? How long? The year is 1000. What is it again? 1000.
2004 or something, wasn't it?
1004.
Yeah, that does suck, doesn't it? Do you mind if we like have your earrings? Just a
Ignore
thought.
him.
Just a thought. Just a thought.
Ignore.
She turns. She walks to the door. And you
Uh-oh.
turn the mirror. I mean, you can hold the mirror. The mirror is just a mirror.
Mm.
Delira. At this point, you're
helps.
just holding it in your hand.
That
It's
helps.
just a mirror. Yeah. She turns. She walks to the door and she looks back over her shoulder. She opens the door and you see some kind of swirl the other side of the door. And then she walks through it and the door closes.
I look back over. Is she awake?
Nope.
Is she dead?
A very uncomfortable heap on the floor. Nope.
No.
She's breathing.
Yep.
Still breathing.
Yep.
Okay.
And that is where we will leave it for this week.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Stuff to learn.
Mm.
Cool.
Indeed. Lots
Thanks.
going on.
Very interesting. A lot of mystery going on. Should be very interesting. I think I actually got to role play a little bit, which is half the fun.
Very good.
Nice.
I
Good.
think we all
And
did, to be fair.
the best part for me tonight was when you guys thought that I was going to use the mage hand to pull her other hand off, and instead I went for the ring, and everybody on the screen, all your faces at once went, "What?" It was so awesome.
Mugsy being Mugsy.
Very
Right.
man.
Very much.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. That's another Tuesday night over and done with. I'm getting used to having the face on the screen and what have you. I do apologise for munching. It was poppy seeds, so really healthy. And yeah. So till next time, take care, and we'll see you next Tuesday. All right. Good night now.